This here is my original fan-made character. I call her Vanny, the heavy gunner. Now, I didn't put color on this picture because I don't know, I'm a lazy piece of crap. But anyways, she's a polar bear, so obviously she's pretty much the biggest lady that probably could be added into the game if Combat Cat ever got interested in enough. Now, to explain Vanny a bit, Vanny's personality is kind of like a fusion of like one of those fantasy shield maidens with the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2. So she'll be like, who sent all these cowards to fight me? All these enemies, they be pathetic. I have fought babies that are tougher than they are. Pretty much. So her signature, or E, is a haymaker. Basically just swings a wild hook and sends all enemy close to her in the front flying. In other words, think of like Ryan's charge, but except the character that's using it is not charging. Instead, throws a wild punch that sends knockback enemies like a much further distance. A way to get, cocky players to back off a bit. Get some distance, Her tactical, or Q, is taunt. She basically unleashes a roar that forces all enemies nearby to look at her direction. In other words, if you feel like there's enemies that are focused on somebody that should not be focused on, use this tactical to make everyone in the area forced to look at you instead, and punish those who dare to look away. I don't know. I feel like there will be a consequence if they look away too quickly. Like maybe they'll end up dazed or feared or something. I don't know. Either way, unable to shoot for like maybe a second. But I feel like this could be useful. And her ultimate is a minigun. Simple as that. She pulls out a minigun loaded with 500 rounds. The minigun itself causes 25 damage, has decent accuracy, good enough range, and has decent control. So it's pretty much a powerful weapon that shoots at 2,000 rounds per minute with a max mag capacity of 500 bullets. But there is no reserved ammo because it's an ultimate. Think of like Vladimir's Fury Cannon. Once that's fully drained, or she dies, or she cancels it, then the ult's gone. Simple as that. And yes, there is no tactical sprinting while the minigun is out. Her passive basically is she takes 25% less damage while the minigun is deployed. So normal damage is reduced by a quarter when she's ulting. So making her able to last a little longer while the minigun is out. But that doesn't mean she's invincible. This just means that the opposing team will have to be a little more, cooperative to take her down. She's a massive build, so obviously she would have 180 health, which is pretty much the default massive character HP amount. And she's much harder. It's harder for her to dodge bullets. Simple as that. But not like she can't take them, though. I like to imagine that she'll be like something like this if she were to get hit. You call that a shot? Bah! I have taken stronger bullets from sniper rifles. I don't know. Maybe that's too long for like a hit voice line. Maybe something along the lines of, pathetic. That pea shooter is not enough. Bah! Just a scratch. But yeah. So I feel like certain voice lines should be used when her abilities are used. Like the haymaker is like her haymaker would be like something like this. I show you true strength. Get away, weaklings. And when she uses her taunt, I may describe it as a roar, but I can imagine that she is probably actually taunting the enemy. Face me or be punished! What could be another voice line for the taunt? Who sent all these little baby cowards to fight? That probably works. And Z, when she pulls out the minigun, I like to imagine something like this. When she starts spinning, you better run! Or perhaps, I had new way of killing tiny cowards. Or, as I like to put it, I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I want to say, but I might as well just say it anyway. Sasha is awake, and she's hungry for blood. I sent you to Valhalla. Yeah, pretty much those are possible voice lines I could imagine her doing. I mean, I can try to mimic the voice as best as I can with what I can do, but I like to imagine she would be obviously like the heavy weapons guy if she sounded more like a fantasy shield maiden, or I don't know where they come from, but yeah. What are you looking at, little one? You jealous of muscles or something? This is boring. I should be out fighting, not standing still. You better be looking at my muscles, or else you be nothing more than dirt under my boot. Where are cowards when you need some? No, wait. Even better. Where are cowards when you need to kill some? But yeah, this is pretty much an idea I have for an original character in Wild Assault. A big polar bear lady named Vanny, whose codename is Heavy Gunner. And yeah, she's strong, she taunts, has a minigun as an alt. What do you guys think, huh? I hope you guys have a wonderful day and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. See you on the battlefield, weakling.